here we go. So for the last 2 series in our class, we have studied about angels. What does the Bible teach about angels? We took a month walking through that study, and then we took about a month and a half, almost 2 months, walking through just the study of God and some of his amazing attributes. Certainly not all. It was not comprehensive. We would be here forever if we tried to do a comprehensive study of God. It's what eternity will be, right? Us having the privilege to learn more about our awesome Creator God. All right, so in front of you, you should have, and if you don't, Rob will disperse, or we may have to go make some more copies if we need to, a grid of what you will see on the screen. We must determine how many teams are going to play. Let's do sides of the room this time instead of men versus women, because the men always win. What? Yeah. Let's do 2.
Men always.
Let's do 2. We'll do this side and this side. All right, that just makes it easier. All right, and so let's have team names. Do we assign them a name, right, Mandy? It's been a while since we played Jeopardy. Yes. All right. You may have the choice. Does anyone have a preference or a predilection to a particular vegetable on this side? Broccoli for this side. Over here, they want broccoli. How about this side? A watermelon? I'm hearing watermelon. All right, so you will be, the north end of the room is the watermelons. Congratulations, watermelons. And then you over here are broccolis. All right, you got it? Congratulations. You got it, Rob? For the watermelon here, broccoli here. All right, shall we determine who goes first? You see the categories that are on the paper in front of you? We have 2 categories for angels and 4 categories for the attributes. You remember how this game is played. This is how this is played. We will give you the answer. You will select a category and a dollar amount. We will give you the answer. You will then give us the question.
What is?
Right? So the answer that you give must be in the form of a question. All right? All right? All right? Often forgotten in this group. In fact, by the second question, it has already been forgotten. But here's what we will do. Each team, each person should have a chance to have their own category in our game. The person who has selected the category will have the chance to answer that question first with the input of their team. Now, you want to be kind of quiet because the other team can hear you and they do have a chance to steal. But since we're talking about things that we shouldn't be doing, like drinking beer and stealing, it's just right along with the same. All right, so let's start. Should we start with the watermelons? They're sweeter than the broccoli, right? Just because there is sugar. We'll start with Joanne Busker. All right, Joanne, if you would please start us off with a category. And by the way, Lynn Senderoff is not here, and she was told that this was Jeopardy week. I don't know where she is, but she's not here.
So you'll choose a category.
Angels, my Valentine. What's that? My Valentine.
All right, you're selecting My Valentine. That's fine. What dollar amount would you like?
Huh?
What dollar amount?
I don't
game
know
is
what
won by
my
points.
Valentine is. So we should.
Maybe can you describe what the category?
Oh, yes, I can describe the categories. I thought I did,
What
but I'll
each
do it
one
again.
of them?
The first 2 categories are angels, self-explanatory. The next one are attributes of God. So we have My Valentine, Just Pick Me, Not That All, and Not Moly. Those are cleverly selected based on attributes of God. You may figure them out during the game. Or you may already have
I
figured
don't
them
know.
out. Category and dollar amount.
I have no idea.
Well, just pick one.
Probably just
Close your eyes, put your finger on the page, and tell me where you are.
Let's go with Just Pick Me.
All right, and for what dollar amount?
Well, let's go with 500.
All right, so everybody take your pens and mark that
We
one
don't know
off,
what
because we already used that category. The answer is, this biblical term explains how God applies the righteousness of Christ to his faithful followers. It's not supposed to be. This biblical term explains how God applies the righteousness of Christ to his faithful followers. Anyone feel strongly about it? They get up and speak into Joanne's ear. But we started off with 500, so you went right to the hard one. And I tried to make the 500 ones actually hard this time. Sometimes we make them quite easy. If you think you know, feel free to talk with Joanne. Feel free.
Looking at these answers, they're all hard.
Oh, come on.
This is all your team.
All right. All right. Now there may be some disagreement and argument on some of these answers, and of course, I am right and you are wrong. So whatever the board says is the accurate answer. Do we have an answer from the watermelons? Yes.
I would say justification.
Did you mean to answer that in the form of a question?
What is justification?
What is justification? That is incorrect. That is incorrect. So the watermelons will go back 500 points. Do the broccolis want to attempt to steal this answer? Anybody from the broccolis? All right.
Sanctification? What is sanctification?
What is sanctification? That is also incorrect. That is incorrect. Just zero them both out. Yeah. That's an inauspicious beginning to this Jeopardy. The answer is, what is imputation? Imputation. Yes. Oh, well, look, you guys picked the $500 question first. Don't blame me. All right, let's go to the broccolis. The broccolis, and we'll start with Ernie. Yeah.
Start with Ernie.
All right, Ernie, category and dollar amount.
$500 for, what, on the left?
Angels.
Angels?
You haven't.
Angels.
Oh, yeah. All right, angels for 500. All right, angels for 500. Go right for the list. Everyone on your paper, cross that one off. And take it. Angel 1 or 2. Well, whatever one she picked. This is where we go. It's angel 1. Like Hermes, this primary purpose of angels comes from the word. This primary purpose of angels comes from the I need the answer in the form of a question. I have an answer here. Hold on. Hazel has answered for you.
What is messengers?
What is messengers? Now, she didn't any of you people. Just want to let you know, she consulted with none of you, which tells me what she thinks about you people. And that is absolutely correct. What is messengers is correct. From Matthew chapter 1, verse 20, angels are, one of their primary purposes is messengers. Comes right from our study in the study of angels. Thank you to, do you all not want to clap on behalf of your, yes, your whole team has 500. It's not an individual thing. Yeah, your whole team, right? Yes. Yeah, very good. Right. So despite the fact that she didn't consult any of you, you should all be happy for your team. Yes, yes. It's important when you're broccoli to be happy broccoli. That's very important. All right, come back over here to the watermelons. Bob Height. Dollar amount and category.
You see the categories.
500 to nothing right now. What gave it away, by the way? Was it the Hermes clue?
Let's try my Valentine for
Any
100.
idea who Hermes was? Did anyone else know who Hermes was? He's the Greek god of messengers. Okay,
Valentine
yes, all right. What's it?
100.
My Valentine for 100. All right, the answer is, what can separate us? You know, I'm serious. I attempted to go through and find that picture. I couldn't get rid of it. I didn't see it. I don't know how that did that. I did. It's unbelievable.
It just shows up.
Something Bryce did, whatever Bryce did, he encoded this game. He encoded that picture. I don't know. It's randomly.
Did someone answer?
Just
No.
randomly.
Darren's still rambling on about the picture.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, now we've gotten totally distracted by Tom's wig. That is a wig, right? Tom just, yeah, okay. What can separate us from the love of God? Watermelons?
Yep.
Say that again?
What is nothing?
What is nothing? That is correct. Absolutely. What is nothing? Nothing can separate us from the love of God. All right, 100. Very good job. For the watermelons, let's come back over here to the broccolis, and we're at Jane. Right? Jane, did you pick one, or was that Ernie's?
That was Ernie's.
right,
Angels, 500.
Angels number 2 for 500. They're playing the game hard here. One angel destroyed 180 of this army. One angel. We have a hand here from the broccolis. One
is,
angel destroyed 158,000 troops of this army.
okay, what are the Assyrians?
What are
What
the
is
Assyrians?
the
That is
Assyrians?
correct. The Syrian army. We would also have accepted King Sennacherib's army. That is absolutely correct. Good morning, welcome. Do you want to join our game? Come on in. We're playing Jeopardy this morning in a review. So yes. So we have 1,000 points for the broccolis and 100 points for the watermelons. The watermelons are basically tithing to the broccolis at this point. So we thank you for your tithe. Watermelons. All right, Andrew, please select a dollar amount and category. Now, Jane, you guys have to share your paper with her so she knows what's going on.
Let's do Angels 1 for 200.
All right, Angels 1 for 200. The answer is, like the man H.G. Wells novel, angels have this reality. Right? Like the angels, this is not hard at all. It's a 200 point game. Like angels, like the man. Angels have this reality. Anyone can raise your hand. Have you ever been a teacher and looked at a crowd and seen blank stares on every face? Yeah, yes. The movie with Kevin Bacon is also a good clue, yes, because anytime you have the word bacon in an answer, it's a good clue. Not that movie. The movie with Kevin Bacon. He's done like 80,000 movies. It's a terrible clue. That's why I didn't use that clue. I used the H.G. Wells novel, which is an easy clue. Do we have any answer on the part of any watermelons?
I know what it is, but I don't know how to put it in a question.
What's the answer?
Yeah, you may talk about amongst yourselves. You may talk amongst yourselves. See if you have an answer and if it makes sense to you. Does it make sense looking at the question?
What can come down in human form?
What can come down in human form? What can come down in human form?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, what? What did you say?
No, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. What can?
I'm just answering for someone.
You're answering for her. Okay.
What can come down in human form?
What can come down in human? What can assume human form?
Yes.
Okay, that's a great answer. It's not the correct answer. It is a feature of angels. All right, the broccolis would like to steal. Hold on just a minute. We're not going to remove points. We'll just give points if they happen to get it right.
What did you say?
I don't know if it's who or what are immortals.
Also incorrect. The answer. Oh, Jane, do you have an answer in the back? It won't count for points. The broccolis.
Do I lose points?
No, you won't lose points.
Well, they've already given an
Unless-
answer.
Well, she's incorrect. This is also incorrect. It's close, but it's incorrect.
What is disappear?
Okay, you're on the right track. H.G. Wells, of course, wrote the famous novel, The Invisible Man. Right? The Invisible Man. What is invisibility or invisible to men? All right. What did you say? To disappearing? It's not the same. Disappearing would have the intention of appearing and disappearing. Invisible simply means you can't see that. Right? So no, you can argue with the judge, but you're still wrong. No. Nobody scores points if you don't get the right answer. That's just the way the game works. If you don't get the right answer, you don't get the points. All right, let's go back here to the broccolis. And Sandy, if you would please select a category and dollar amount.
I wasn't here, so I don't even see that, so.
Oh, it's on the paper in front of you. Yeah, well, yes, you can share it. And so you may pick a category and dollar amount. Even if you weren't here, you can still pick a category and dollar amount.
Angels, 400.
Angels for 400. And the answer is, this purpose for angels to mankind is clearly evident in Exodus, point Charles, this purpose for angels to mankind is clearly evident in
Does anybody have a?
Proclaim.
Oh, come on.
What is to proclaim?
What is to announce, proclaim?
What is to announce? Well, they do a lot of that in both of these books. That is incorrect. It's a great answer. It's just not correct. All right, so we have a chance for the watermelons who are in desperate need of points to steal. Do we have an answer? I'm not taking away points this morning, so feel free to answer even if it's incorrect. All right, we have an answer here, Emily.
What is judgment?
What is judgment? We're going to accept that. Right? Are we? What's the answer? Yes. What is the, well, actually, warning is also included.
Because you said announce.
Yes. 500 to both. What was the point value? 400 to both. We'll give you both credit for that one. Announcement and warning of or instrument of God's wrath. Yeah. Wrath. So very good. Very good. Good job for both teams. So now we're back over here to the watermelons, who desperately need points. Remember, this is gave up points.
Well, choose a
1,400 for the
choose a-
broccolis, 500 for the watermelons. Chris, let's get a category and dollar amount, sir.
Angels to 400.
All right, angels 2 for 400. All right, you get the hang of it now. The answer is 3 angels appeared to this man at the Oaks of Mamre in Hebron. This is both from our angel study and from our Genesis study of a couple years ago. All right, so 3 angels appeared to this man at the Oaks of Mamre. Right? This man, so we're looking for the man's name. That's what I work together on.
You guys want
together?
to, Joanne? Looks like she's got
This
it.
is open book, open talk.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. We got to give them a chance to.
Who is Abraham? What? No.
Say it again. What's the answer?
Who is Abraham?
Who is Abraham is correct. Abraham is correct. Right. Recall that one of these may have been a Old Testament vision of Jesus Christ. Absolutely, talking to Abraham. All right, let's go to the broccoli. Still in a pretty commanding lead. All right. First name?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you get to pick the next category and dollar amount. You want to give her a form so she knows what word she's looking at?
All right.
But guys are going to have to help Mary Jane. She hasn't been here.
Let's try just pick me for 400.
All right, just pick me for 4. The answer is God's justice will be clearly revealed at this end of age judgment. God's justice will be clearly revealed at this end of age judgment. Would you guys like to talk about that?
Oh, what is Revelation?
What is Revelation is, that's not the correct answer. You're on the right track, all right? It is in this book, all right? You guys want to have a chance to deal? I think Charles. It's all right. You're absolutely in the right, place. Charles has it, right? Guys are in agreement?
Yes.
All right, what's the answer?
What is the great white throne
What is
judgment?
the great white throne judgment? That is correct. In Revelation chapter 20, Mary Jane, you were on the right track. It is in Revelation. All right, that pretty much almost ties the game. All right, let's go back here. Charles, we'll wrap up your table here. Would you please select a category and dollar amount? Someone hand him a grid so he can see what he's doing. Or you can also look at the screen. That works too. Category and dollar amount. We have only a 100-point difference. Please mark the boxes off as they're selected so that you know which boxes have been chosen.
Okay, not Molly for 300.
All right, not Molly for 300 is actually not Molly. How was God's perfect character and sinfulness revealed in these last days? This is Hebrews chapter 1, verses 2 to 3. How was God's, how is God's perfect character? Joanne has an answer. Anyone want to confirm with Joanne? Joanne's final answer.
Y'all want to talk?
In the lead.
He was
Right?
looking
How
something
was
up.
God's or how is God's perfect character and sinless holiness revealed in these last days?
You want to talk with your team?
Yeah.
You can talk out loud.
Oh, I would say through his son Jesus. Through his son Jesus. Who revealed himself.
All right, do you have an answer? Let's have your answer in the form of a question.
Who is?
How would I,
Just say who is.
huh?
Just say who is.
Instead of a statement, you want a question.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way the game works, yes, ma'am.
Just say who is, and then your answer. Just say who is, and then your answer. Or what is.
Yeah. Yeah. Is God's holiness
Yes, the question, the answer is, how is God's perfect character and Son and holiness revealed?
Through his son Jesus. Through his son Jesus Christ.
Do you mean?
I said, is this?
Oh, is
Is
you're
this?
doing your
Is
best
his?
effort to turn this into a question? Is that what you're attempting to do?
Yeah. Is his?
Based on your effort, we will give you the points. Yes, yes. The answer is who or what is through the person of Jesus Christ. That is not a daily double. It was a torturous response, attempting to turn it into a question.
That table or that
Let's
table?
go to this table here. All right, so yes, the answer is Jesus, right? Who is Jesus? All right, Hazel. Category and dollar amount.
Angel 2, 300.
Angel 2 for 300. The answer is rebellious angels are now known as the. Yes, response.
What are demons?
What are demons? That's correct. All right, very good. All right, let's go back over to the watermelons. The broccolis are back in the lead. Minimal. This game is tied. We're just points away from each other. 100 points separates us. So the dollar amounts really matter here, guys. All right, let's go to who we're going to. Charles first or Emily? All right, we'll go to Charles.
Okay.
Emily it is.
Angels 1 for 100.
Angels 1 for 100. The answer is the origin of angels. Don't overthink this. This is a question. It's very easy. Do not overthink it. What you think it is the answer.
Would it be heaven? Heaven?
You want to confer? Bob has. Wait, confer with Bob. Hold on before you answer.
Yeah, by God.
All right, you have an answer?
Well, what is created by God in
Created by
heaven?
God, absolutely, that's correct. There's your answer. That's absolutely correct. Don't overthink it. The origin of angels, they were created by God. Very good. Good job, guys. All right, so the game is tied. Let's come back over to the broccoli. We're at this table here. Let's go to either Treva or Raina, whichever way.
Angels for 200.
Angels for 2. Angels 2 for 2. The answer is the first time we learned that angels worship God. Oh, my goodness. I'm jumping word ahead. The first time we learned that angels worship God. This one jumped through there. Come over there. First time we learned that angels worship God.
That was a while ago.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Don't overthink this. How about an answer from the very quiet corner? Anyone have an answer? We'll give you 5 seconds. The first time that we learned that angels worship God.
With Elizabeth?
All right, so we have an answer.
With Elizabeth?
We have an answer.
Who was with Elizabeth?
Who was with Elizabeth? Who was with Elizabeth? And that would be her husband, but that is not the answer we're looking for. No. Very good question. We have an answer here from the the watermelons.
What is when God laid the foundations of the earth?
That's absolutely right. When creation occurred, right? What is at creation? When God lays the foundation, the angels rejoice, right? The very first time, because that's when God created the world. Very good. Okay, so we have a successful steal, but again, the game is only 200 points difference. All right, let's move to Charles here. Let's get a category and dollar amount. Verena, you're up next. Start thinking. All right, category and dollar amount.
Not that all for 4.
All right, not that all for 4. The Lord reminded this Old Testament prophet that God does not see as man sees, rather he All right, we have an answer.
Who is Samuel?
Who is Samuel is correct. Very good. Talking to Samuel about he's selecting King David from the children of Jesse. Watermelons pulling out into a fairly commanding lead. Peggy, we need a category and dollar amount. And broccolis, we need you to get the answer correct. All right, Peggy, no pressure, just you losing.
Doesn't matter, I didn't get mine. Just pick one, it doesn't matter. Do you want to pick a 500? 500 love?
Yeah, my Valentine.
Like the Valentine one? Why don't you pick that?
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What do we put? We're sucking.
My Valentine.
My Valentine for
500.
500. Going, trying to catch back up quickly. You guys should get this. Paul's beautiful description of love is found in this New Testament chapter. Paul's description of love, beautiful description of love, is found in this. Check with each other. Friends, if you check with each other.
Wait a minute. What is 1 Corinthians 13?
That is correct. 1 Corinthians 13, tying the game. Very good. Unnecessary. Yes, yes. And now I'm getting heckled because they don't think that's worth $500. When you get all the answers correct, you can start heckling me. But right now, we're getting more incorrect than correct. All right? Marina.
400, my Valentine.
400 for my Valentine. Trying to go for the judge. Giving the greatest act of love in all human history. The greatest act of love in all human history. Have an answer? Hold on, it's this team's chance, though.
What is Jesus's death, sacrifice on the cross?
Jesus propitiating sacrifice on the cross of Calvary. Absolutely. The most generous act of love. That was 400. So now, let's see. We've got a 500-point spread between the teams, Raina. That may help you select a category.
My Valentine for 300.
All right, my Valentine for 3. The answer, this Greek word for love means sacrificial, unconditional commitment to another person. This Greek word for love, you want to check with each other?
What is agape?
What is agape? That is correct. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Agape, of course, coined when Ernie was a small boy. All right, now, back over here to this table. Melissa.
My Valentine for
I
200.
mean, Michelle. My Valentine for 200. The answer is, it is easy to love our family and friends, but who does God love and instructs us to love? It's easy to love our family and friends, but who does God love and instruct us to love?
Who are our enemies?
Our enemies is correct. Well done. Right? And okay, now I did not put that graphic in there. It's good. All right. So again, this is preset by Bryce Ferguson. I don't know. I got to call him to fix the guy. I don't know. It was kind of appropriate. Kind of appropriate. I don't think Mel Gibson loved his enemies at that point, though. They disemboweled him right after that picture. All right. Let's go to the back table. All right. Bruce.
Not that all, 500.
Not that all for 5. Bruce trying to tie the game up here quickly. Actually, yeah, trying to go ahead. Barkley's attempting to take the lead. The Israelites used this feature or element of the high priest's garment. Easy answer. To discern God's will. Right? The Israelites. This is the way on your team. The Israelites used this feature or element of the high priest's garment to discern God's will. This is tough. This is why it's a 500-point question. Remember, we were talking about how God is sovereign even in elements of chance. We talked about this, and this is how the Old Testament, both in Exodus and Leviticus, use these elements. All right, we haven't answered that. Do you want to confer with anyone else before you give an answer? This would put you in the lead.
That's right.
All right, we have an answer.
What is Urim and Thummim? Or whatever, how you ever.
Correct. That is the correct answer. What is the Urim and the Thummim? Yes, very good. If you recall, the high priest had gems, colored gems that represented the tribes, and in times when it was necessary, he would use those. The leaders would use those to determine God's will. Right? God would control the outcome. Very good. Well done, Ernie. Again, Ernie was just a small boy, very young when they developed the Urim and the Thummim. Very good.
Not Molly for
Trying to
5.
remember that. He must have seen pictures from his uncles.
He's still doing his act.
I know.
All right.
Are you
Barbara,
finished
I
entertaining?
finished making fun of her. Yes, all right, you may-
Not Molly for 500.
Not Molly for 500. Is team trying to take your slim lead away from you yet again? The answer is this episode and idol of Exodus chapter 32 reveal many of God's attributes to mankind. Right? This and idol of Exodus chapter 32. We just talked about this in our last study. This was the last study on the subject before we wrapped up for the end of the year. And so, what is the answer here? Can we get an answer from which team around? The Watermelons? The Watermelons, who are currently behind by 100 points. We have an answer.
What is the
What is
golden
their
calf?
team?
What is the golden calf?
Well, Emily is correct. What is the golden calf? Putting the Watermelons back in the lead. Very good. Well done. This game is tight. 400-point differential. 400-point differential. All right, let's go back to Dawn. Dawn, you guys need this. You need this. Pick a good one.
Not Molly for 400.
Not Molly for 4 to tie the game. The trisagion of holy, holy, holy is heard in this heavenly setting. Trisagion of holy, 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 looking for a place here, is heard in this heavenly setting. Talk about yourself. Once you get this, it's not hard to think. Right? I initially was going to have them guess the word trisagion, but I thought that would be extra evil, and so we did have to. All right, hold on. We have an answer here. Do you want it? Hold on 1 second.
Wait.
They're giving. Hold on. They're giving the answer in the back here. Do you want to give them? You want to get some advice here or no? You feel confident?
I think so.
All right, let's go.
What is the throne of God?
Absolutely, we'll take that. What is the throne room or the throne of God in heaven? Absolutely, very good. That ties the game, does it not? Oh. It does. Ties the game. All right, we're back. We have a small team here. So we're back to Joanne.
Where's the, what's left?
Karen had to go. Yeah, she goes to the prayer room. Yeah, she slips out. Yeah.
What's left?
You got Angels 300, Angels.
All right, here we go. We don't have very many categories left.
Let's go with Angels 1 for 300.
All right, Angels 1 for 300. We're taking the high dollar points off the board. This feature of angels means they cannot die. This feature of angels means they cannot die. What an answer from, do you guys want to confirm? Marina? Marina has an answer. It's from the journal.
What is immortality?
What is immortality? Exactly right. Great job. All right, very good. All right, let's move to the broccoli. Or back to Peggy, I think, right? Oh, Tom? All right, Tom?
Is this really Tom? I don't see the hair.
He's had a haircut. He's had a haircut since his last picture.
Would take not Molly 200.
Not Molly for 200. The answer, this attribute describes the act of withholding something that is absolutely deserved. Withholding something that is absolutely deserved. What attribute of God describes this wonderful act of withholding something that is absolutely deserved?
You all want to
answer? You want to confirm? Agreed? All right.
What is mercy?
That is correct. What is mercy or merciful? Amen. That is correct. What our God offers us. All right, that puts, well, the watermelons are still up by 100. You have a chance here, Bob. Stay in the lead.
I guess my Valentine for 200.
My Valentine for 2 has been taken. You'll need to select a different category. We have 8 categories left that are available.
All of my Valentine is gone. Okay. And you have 100 here. This is gone.
We have angels, just pick me, not that all, and not moly.
I guess Angels 2 for
All right,
100.
angels for 100. We'll finish this category. This angel desires to be worshipped. We talked about this. This angel desires to be worshipped.
Okay. I'm hearing the
Chris
same
has an
thing.
answer.
So
Here, Chris has the answer.
Who is Satan?
You also accepted Lucifer, who is Satan, right? We talked about the fact that angels should not be worshipped, and yet Satan and Lucifer desires to be worshipped. That finishes that category. And let's see, we go back to the Broccolis, who are only down by 200. We'll go to Peggy. Tight game. Good game, guys.
Okay, we're going to just pick me for 300.
Just pick me for 3 for the lead. God used this king of Babylon in 586 in his just punishment of the kingdom of Judah. God used this king of Babylon, there's lots of kings here, in 586 BC is his just punishment. You're free to bunch of stuff. All right? And then one more gives a chance to steal if we don't get it. Stay together, talk amongst yourselves. Everyone have an agreement on the answer?
Who is Nebuchadnezzar?
With Nebuchadnezzar is correct for the lead. Good job, guys. Very good. You take a 100-point lead. Come back to the watermelons, and we are at Andrew. Choose wisely, Andrew. We have 6 left. Choose wisely. You're down 100 points.
Let's go for not that all for 200.
Not that all for how much?
200.
200, okay. Not that all for 200. This attribute means that God knows everything. Past, present, and future. God knows everything. Past, present, and future. We talked about this in the 3 omnis section. Right?
Omniscience.
That is correct. Would you like to answer the question?
What is omniscience?
Yes, we will accept that. It is what is omniscience? Yes, omniscient or omniscience. Well done. Great job, guys. And that puts the watermelons up by 100 points. Team Broccoli, the points are going to count here. This is coming down to the wire. Good game.
I'm getting my 10,000 steps in. So.
Robert needs free coffee. Joe?
Not that all for 300.
Not that all for 3. Going for the jugular lead here. This attribute means that God is all-powerful and that he rules. Right, we talked about this definition. Not just power, but it has the opposite, ruling as well. As we confer together. I need somebody. Right here,
Make sure that you're reading it correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
The attribute means that God is all-powerful.
What is sovereignty?
What is sovereignty? No, I don't think we're going to accept that. We're not going to accept that. Let's come over here to Charles.
What is omnipotent?
Omnipotent is what we're looking for out of our Bible study of the 3 alls. Omnipotent. It is an accurate answer, but it is not the answer we were looking for. Okay? That's a tough one. That one hurts. That one hurts. Bill, let me go to you. Should we accept sovereignty for that one as well?
I know Rob was just discussing that.
Well, I mean, sovereignty covers.
It covers all of them. Yeah.
Of it.
And the
Powerful is omnipotent.
And we did use both in this study. Let's give both teams credit. We'll give both teams credit, which maintains the spread at 100 points. Yeah. Okay, we'll accept both. We did use sovereignty basically in every study of the attributes of God. So we were looking for the 3 alls. A is your clue for the omniscience. All right, let's go to Chris. Pharaoh, we have 4 categories left, and we will then have Final Jeopardy. We need to quickly get through this. All right, let's pick a category dollar amount. There's only 4 left. Just pick me, not that all, or not moly. You have a 100-point lead.
Say it again.
Just pick me for 100.
Just pick me for 1. All right. The answer is, across the timeline of human history, this number of people have earned God's favor with their deeds. Across the timeline of human history, this should be hard. Right. This number of people have earned God's favor with their deeds. We have an answer from the watermelons. We need some help us better, so we can All right. Chris, let's get your answer.
0.
Well, do you want to answer that in the form of a question?
What is 0?
Yes, that is correct. Thank you very much. All right, 1 is 0 or none. All right, very good. All right, that puts you guys up by 200 points. And let's move here to, did Joan go yet? Whose turn is it? Scott? Scott?
Just pick me for 200.
Just pick me for 2 to tie the game. This word is a common synonym for just. This word is a common synonym for just. We talked about this week of attributes of God. These words were kind of almost used synonymously. Anyone want to confirm with Barbara? All right, let's confirm. If we get this important answer.
Righteous.
I need the answer.
Righteous.
To a question.
Right, in a question.
Teacher.
Oh,
What is?
what is righteous?
That is correct. Accept that. What is righteous? Very good. Which ties the
Such a
game.
stickler.
Ties the game. We come to Charles for the last category for Team Watermelon. It's important you get these right. Team Watermelon.
Whoa.
It's either not that all or not moly.
What's left?
Those two.
Not that all or.
Guys, what do you think? What should I pick?
Don't. This is very important. It's hugely important, Charles.
Not that all.
Not that all for 100. Your answer is this attribute means that God is everywhere at the same time. This attribute means that God is everywhere at the same time. We have an answer. You want to confirm? It's important. Maybe confirm.
Omnipresent.
What did you mean?
What is omnipresent?
Yes, what is omnipresent? That is correct. You accept that? All right, Barbara, you will pick the last category since you are the last player. Yes, you got the point.
Molly for 100.
Congratulations. Hold on a moment. We just need to celebrate for He didn't even have you knew the answer immediately. Praise the Lord.
Molly for 100.
All right, the answer is the last category. This attribute means exalted or worthy of complete devotion as perfect in goodness and righteousness. This attribute means exalted or worthy of complete devotion as one perfect in goodness and righteousness. It's the last one. Don't overthink this, guys. God is, all right? All right, Scott's got the answer. Let's hear it in the mic, please.
Is it? I see Jane saying.
Check with Jane. That's where I am too.
Don't overthink it. It's probably what you think it is. All right, Scott, let's get your answer.
What is holy?
What is holy is correct. Absolutely. That is what is holy or holiness. All right, so at this point, we are tied. Going into Final Jeopardy, we are tied. Which, has this ever happened before? I think it has, but due to manipulation, this is actually a true tie. First time ever that there's been no manipulation. Aren't you guys, don't you feel happy that there's been no manipulation? It's been just wonderful. You've stumbled and bubbled yourself into an actual tie. It's wonderful on behalf of myself. I have not had to do that for you this time. Yes. It's because of your team names. Absolutely, I understand that. We take a tie into the Final Jeopardy, and this is now where your team will decide amongst yourselves how much of your winnings you are going to wager on our Final Jeopardy question. I'm going to tell you this. It's hard. I made this, I'm honest with you, I'm not being facetious. This question is hard. Maybe that determines how much you vote. Each team has 4,500 points to vote. Please discuss amongst yourselves from each table how much you're willing to bid on the Final Jeopardy question. The game is won by the number of points. You must bid something. Your answer may not be 0. All right, so decide amongst yourselves how much you're going to vote. The 3 tables must agree. So take your number to each table. Treva or Raina, someone has to be shuttle diplomacy for Team Broccoli. All right, Charles is shuttle diplomacy for Team Watermelon. We have 4 minutes, so we must do this quickly. Your answer for Final Jeopardy will be a written answer. Someone must write the answer for the team. So decide who that's going to be. Decide who that's going to be for Team Broccoli. Decide who that's going to be for Team Watermelon. All right, the first thing I need to see is how much you're going to vote. I need to see that written down before you reveal your answer. Rob, please look.
Go to the next slide unless I put numbers in.
Oh, you have to put the number in?
I have to put the numbers in to go.
All right, well then, Rob, you need to take the numbers to Mandy. I don't want to announce them because it may affect the decision of the other team. You must give the number now before you give the answer, and then you will write the answer down. So everyone stand up, get with each other. You guys go over to each other's tables. All right? Yes. As soon as you write the number, well, the topic is the same. The topic is going to be the sovereignty, attributes of God is the topic. Attributes of God is the topic, not angels. All right, so the dollar amounts have been submitted. All right, here is your answer. Wait. You did? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so the numbers have been submitted. All right, now let's move to the final answer. The answer is this Hebrew word for steadfast love. We talked about this word multiple times in our study, right? This Hebrew word for steadfast love from Psalm 136. It's hard. Right? This Hebrew word, steadfast love. I hope you have your notes from our study on the attribute of love. It was the very first attribute that we studied of the attributes of God. This is a Hebrew word that's very difficult to translate into English. It's not a Greek word. Yes, I do know the answer. Not a Greek word. It's a Hebrew word from Psalm 136. The game was tied before the final dollar amounts were waged. And we'll give just a moment for the teams to attempt to come up with the Hebrew word.
We concur.
Bible Hub is also an excellent resource. Your notes from the study is an excellent resource here. We'll give you guys just a moment.
This is.
Make sure the answer is in the form of a question.
What is?
Okay.
All right. Someone has also used Google, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Open book, open Bible, yeah, absolutely. The answer needs to be written down in the form of a question. At this point, it's not going to come down to the right answer. It's going to come down to how much they weighed. Yeah. Should give a bonus. If it ends up being a tie, then the first one to turn it in will win. Yes. If this game ends in a tie, the first person to turn the answer in will win. That's how we'll determine the answer. That's this team? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and did we give that to... All right, and is that to this team?
No.
Which team is this?
Well, I know which one turned it in first.
All right. So, looking at your answers, you both have answered correctly. The answer is what is, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Kesed. Kesed is how it's pronounced. All right, that is correct. Good job, guys. So let's reveal the winner. Do we know who won? Yeah. It is
The spelling has to be right there.
Team Broccoli. Wow, Team Broccoli pulled out the win. Team Broccoli. Wait. That must have been based on how much they voted.
They gave it to me.
Oh.
How much more money did they wager?
Like $4,300 more.
Oh, so you wagered $4,000. You wagered almost all your money because these are the beer drinking gamblers. And how much did they do? 200. All right. Very good. Great game, you guys.
It can be spelled either way.
Absolutely won the game. So good job. Both teams, you guys did great. You should be proud of yourselves. Thank you for participating in this review. Next week, we will start a new series in the book of Exodus. We'll be in Exodus chapter 1. We'll be doing inductive Bible study.
It can be spelled either
verse by
way,
verse.
actually.
This is the book of Exodus. Thank you guys for coming.
Yours is fine. No. You got it right. They just